In this video, I want to expand on some things that I've been showing in other videos related to the editing of reports and report models. There's a connection between this view of the different pieces of a report, this view, which is an editable view of the report. This view, it's not editable, but it shows you exactly how you see this fragment of the report. I'm not going to get into the agenda now. The connection between all these things and the report model, the fact table, the rules, and some commonly understood reporting practices, and a good selection of alternatives is what gives you this rendering that accountants very likely prefer over using a technically oriented tool for creating a report. So I'm going to focus on this time is adding and removing report elements. So here I showed you that we can move things up and down. Move it down. See how it moves it in the model. And I can move it up. I can also edit the model by adding or removing pieces of the report. Okay, so when you add, so notice that this is a roll-up. You have these concepts, and if I want to add another concept to the roll-up, what I could do is I could add a completely new, or grab an existing element. So this is a list of existing elements. Notice that these are all durations because this is a roll-up of durations. You don't mix durations and instance in a model in a roll-up. So another thing that you could do, so this is add an existing element. This is add a completely new element, and you just, put in whatever term you want and select the characteristics. And here, this is not quite built out yet, but this is basically, we're going to allow you to go into the taxonomy, the base taxonomy, and using a variety of approaches, find the elements that you want. This is not going to be a text search only. This will be using the rich information in the knowledge graph to find the element and select it and use it in your report. So, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just add a new line item. So I'm going to add taxes. It's monetary. It's a duration. And it doesn't let you change it because it's the only thing that's allowed. The balance type, it could be either. It's a debit, but I'm gonna put it in as a credit for now for this demo. And it'll automatically adjust the rules, the calculations, the definition relations, and there I have my new report element. And again, if I go to the definition link base, you see it. And this does not just change. So here I added the line item. I have not added a fact yet. So we could make the choice to also add a pro forma fact of 0 in order to make this. In fact, that's a good idea, because this is really an incorrect report. You have a line item that has no value. So we need to make that adjustment. Then you go to the actual view, and it's there. And you can add the fact. And if you add, 0 makes it work. But if you add 1,000, I'm not sure why that did not. Oh, there's a bug. There we go. It checks the math to make sure that it's right. So again, this is a smart editor that understands financial reports. It also understands XBRL, but it doesn't force the user to understand XBRL. I forced the developers that are creating the application to understand financial reporting, as opposed to that's me having to have one developer understand financial reporting, as opposed to the developer not understanding financial reporting. They build the wrong tool, and that causes millions of accountants having to understand XBRL because the developer didn't do their job correctly. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Let me show you. Yeah, let me show removing that element. Edit the model. So I can also, move it up and down, remove it. I can remove the association. I can remove the association in the term. I can remove the subtree. There is no subtree. But this is, this is just logical stuff that you do. You're not having to understand the idiosyncrasies of XBRL. So I'm just going to remove the association. And there you go. Anyway, I'm going to call that good.